So, hi everyone, welcome to another session for Selenium QA training, day 7. So, in the last class, we have covered this inheritance, and we have covered that we can take the property of class. If we write like class A extend B, that means we are um, inheriting all the properties of B in A. Okay, and what we cannot inherit is constructor and private methods. Okay, just recap. Okay. Now today we will take the topic as polymorphism. Anyone have any idea about the polymorphism? What is polymorphism?
Method
Poly means
overloading and overriding.
okay.
But that is not polymorphism. That is the property of polymorphism. But what is polymorphism? As the name
Acting
says, yeah,
Different forms of methods, like
correct.
many
Like
forms.
many forms. This is
many
the correct
forms,
word. Like, hmm.
poly, many methods, like
Like for example, like we can use this like polygon is a
Mm-hmm.
polygon. Under polygon we have many other shapes like
Right, right.
so
Yeah,
that can
in
consider
language. Yeah. Yes, a polymorphism is like many forms of one thing. Like water has many in a what you can say real time example. We can say that uh, water has many forms like solid, liquid, gas. Shapes has many forms like square, circle, triangle, rectangle, anything. Sound has many forms. So mainly polymorphism consists of poly and morphism, where poly means many and morphism is forms. So the literal meaning of polymorphism is many forms. Okay, so in Java also, when we use our method in different forms, that is called as polymorphism. Okay, how you use different methods? See, there are two types of polymorphism, as someone said correctly, that there are two methods, like two ways of using polymorphism, or how to achieve polymorphism, that is by method overloading and by method
overriding.
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 Yes. Yes. So if method overloading is handled by compiler, and method overriding is handled by JVM.
JVM.
What is JVM?
Java
Java
virtual.
virtual machine.
Correct. So JVM is Java Virtual Machine. So these are the two, we say, types of polymorphism. Okay. Now, method overloading. First, we will learn method overloading. Then we will go for method overriding. Okay. In method overloading, how we achieve method overloading? By these three, what you can say, steps, or you can say these three things are important or compulsory for method overloading. First is what? Same name. Okay,
Same.
so method should have same name. Like suppose there is a method name as show method. Okay, so another show method also we will write with same name, show only. Okay, you should not use any other name but the same name, and they both should be on the same class. Okay, so when we are trying to do overloading, it should have in the same name and in the same class, but should have different arguments. What is arguments? Which we pass inside the
Parameters.
method. Yeah, parameters. These are parameters. So what are those parameters? Like different arguments. It should be different. Either number of argument can be different, or sequence of argument can be different, or type of argument. What is number of argument? Like suppose you have integer A, integer B. Okay, so if you have like in one
Pass
method, one show method, you are passing
two
only one
integer.
integer. Yeah, one integer. Then in second show method, what you will do? You will pass two integers. Okay. Sequence means like suppose you're passing integer and a string. So in the second show method, you will pass
String and integer.
string and
Like that.
integer. So sequences change, right? So you can do that. Okay. Type of arguments. What is type of arguments? Anyone?
Type, string,
Return.
float, boolean. These are
Yeah, return type.
written
Like
type.
suppose it
Okay.
is void.
Void or
Yeah. So one method can be void, one method can be integer. So that way also, that way you can do method overloading. I
one
will show
doubt,
you.
Chavi.
Yeah.
Return 0 and void. Both are same, Chavi? Are they both same?
0 and return, no. No. Void you cannot. Either you can say return 0. Return 0 is when you are doing integer type. Okay.
Okay.
When you are doing the integer type, that time you will return. If
Okay.
the method is void type, I will show you. I'll show you.
Okay.
If the method is void type, you don't need to write the return thing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you are doing method overloading, suppose there is a test class and there is 2 methods. So, and in the main method, you are calling these 2 methods. You are calling one method. Now, this program will execute anyone? No. Why?
No.
Because it will not allow you to create this show method 2 times. Okay, I will show you an example. Just because what will happen? The compiler will get confused that which method you are calling in the main method.
Has to pick.
Just a minute, I'll open the Eclipse. Okay. There is 2 show method which are same return type, same parameters. So what will happen? Compiler will get confused. Okay, that's it. I'll create one new class which has name as test1. Okay, test1, because I have already created test class, so I will create one test1 class and finish. Or I should have created polymorphy. It's okay. So test1 is already there. Yeah? It is showing error. Already defined. Okay. Okay, I've created inside the test. I think I've created test. So if you have created some class, no, inside any other class, then also you cannot create. Okay. Anyways, in here only, I'll create one class. Name as polymorphism. Example. Okay, so inside this inside the class, I have create one method which is show. Okay, and suppose it's a is showing 1. Okay, and I create one more method which is showing 2. So it will not allow me. Why? Because 2 same method is not allowed, and compiler will say that duplicate method show is in type polymorphism is not allowed. Okay, so what will happen? We have to change the parameters. What we are is to differentiate it, right? So if we write integer a here, then this error will gone. Why? Because now it has different parameter. Okay. So that's what I wanted to say, that number of arguments should be different. This is argument. Okay, this what we are passing as a parameter, these are arguments. Okay, and now what we have to do, we wanted to call this method inside the main method. So what we have to do, tell me.
Create an
An
object.
object.
Correct, correct. So we have to create an object of this class.
Poly,
Okay. Equal to new, right? So p dot, if I have to call show, so there are two options coming, right? Because there are different methods, so we have two options. Like wanted to call the first method, we have to select this one, and if we wanted to call the second method, we have to select the argument.
The argument.
Yes, so we have to pass the argument, like suppose 10 or anything which we have given here. If we give here string, okay, so it will give you error because this is type mismatch. If we are passing the string, then it should be a string type here. Should be a string type. Okay, got it? Suppose you are passing your name, then it's fine. But if you are passing wrong thing, like suppose you are passing 10, yeah, so it will give you error. Why? Because the type of this method is what? The argument we are passing that same type. Okay, everyone clear? Any doubt or anything you have to ask in this? So this is called as method
overloading.
Correct, method overloading. Okay, so what we are doing, we are passing different arguments. So number of arguments are also like you can also pass integer a, and here if you pass integer a, it will give you error. But the number of arguments are more, like integer b you have, then it will not show you error. And here you can pass 10, and here you can pass 10, 20. Then it's fine. Got it? So what you are doing here, everyone remember our previous classes thing, like this 10, we are putting it here in the integer a, correct? We are passing this 10 value and giving this 10 value to integer a. We are passing this 10 value, giving this integer a, and 20 to integer b. Clear? If everyone clear about this?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now coming back to the PPT. So this compiler will get confused which to call. So this is an error. Now, if we pass any argument, then it will become a method overloading example. Okay. So this is a method overloading with same method name, same class, and have a different arguments. So these three things should be fulfilled, then only it will be method overloading. Okay, for overloading, we should fulfill these three things: same name, same class, but different arguments. Okay, clear?
Yes, Chavi.
Now what I will tell you, yeah, this also I have shown you that if you are giving with different arguments, then how to call the different methods. So that also we covered. Okay, now number of arguments. See, this was like number of arguments is different. Like these are two arguments, this is one argument. So by that we can differentiate that integer a and string. That means we have to call integer and string. Okay. If it is only integer, then we have to call by 10 only. Okay, clear? You can try all these programs, okay, by yourself. Coming to the sequence of argument, okay. As I said you, if the sequence we change, then also it is method overloading. Okay, integer a, string s, string as integer a. So this is also possible. This will work. Okay. Do you want to try it?
No, it's
Yeah. So you just try it at home. So this will work. Okay. Now coming to the sequence of arguments. So yeah, same thing only.
overriding.
So this is method
Loading.
overloading. This is method overloading only. Like if suppose we have integer a and string b. Here if we have string a, so how we will call it? Okay, so if we wanted to call the first method, p dot show. See, there are two methods, integer a. What we will do, if we want to select this, we have to call first integer and then the string. Okay, and if we wanted to call the second method, we have to call first the string and then the integer. Clear? Okay, this was the example. Now coming to the type of argument. Now this is very important. Okay, type of argument is what? Okay, type of argument means this type. This is string type and this is integer type. So it will call string and integer. So this is same thing only, type of argument. Okay. Now some important points about the method overloading. We can achieve method overloading by changing the return type of the method only. Okay, so suppose we are changing the return type. Suppose it is integer, we'll just check like if it is integer and if it is whole. So it will not work. Return type से तो नहीं हो रहा. Can we achieve this overloading by changing the return type of the method only? So this is not possible. Okay, this method must return a result of type integer. Okay,
You
okay.
have to return.
Sorry. Wait. You have to return. I think it's possible. So yes. So now if I return type is different. So if I wanted to call the first method of show, okay, if I make this also this integer and this string, will it work? Am I audible? No.
Your voice is
Voice
breaking.
is breaking sometime. Yeah.
So with the return type, now is it audible, everyone? Hello?
Yes, now it is.
Yes.
So it is audible now?
Yes, Chavi.
Yes.
Proper, I think. Okay. Okay, so when you change the return type, then then it's not possible for you to method overload. Okay,
Chavi,
I
why
clear?
you gave return 0 there?
because if you are
Yeah, return type is integer. That's why we are returning. But why it is 0? It will be the value.
yeah, anything. Return 10 also you can do.
I mean, based on the calculation, right? I mean, whatever the operation we are doing, that result it will return. So how do we write? Okay. So we do variable also. Can we give variable there or?
No, yeah, you can give variable a, you can give, but it should be a return type. B you cannot give. It should have the same, like integer you can give either variable or you can
Number.
give the number.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you give the wrong type, you give the wrong type, then it will give you the error.
Correct.
Okay.
Now it is showing error for, okay, yeah, because it is a
B,
string.
because
Okay.
it is an integer. If
Yeah.
I make this string type method,
Yeah.
string type method, then it will be fine. But the return type should be same as the type of the method. Okay. Type of the method. So
Okay.
you always remember that whatever you are returning, if you are returning null, okay, then also it's fine. Because with string you can return null, but if you return 0, then it will give you error. Why? Because it's a mismatch. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So what we were doing, like this point is clearly that we cannot achieve method overloading by changing the return type of the method only. Okay, so that is not possible, because if I change the return type, suppose I write here integer and I'm returning here return 0, but I cannot achieve the method overloading. Okay, I cannot achieve method overloading. Why? Because it's a duplicate method show, okay, of same integer and string type. So this answer is no. Now the second question is, can we overload Java main method? Okay.
No.
Yes.
So we'll see.
No.
Okay. So I just heard someone said no. Okay, so
Yeah.
what we will do, we have already seen that we can do that. Studying something, so we have just checked that we can do. Suppose we have written void main. Okay, so that is possible. Okay, why? Because we are overloading the main method. It has different argument, and if we pass here integer a, so we can do that. Okay, anything we can write it here. Okay, so we can overload the main method. Why? Because it is having different arguments. Okay, so we can overload the main method. So this answer is yes. Okay, method overloading and type promotion. Okay, now what is type promotion? Okay, this you have to understand in detail. We will learn about this. What is type promotion? Okay, so as we have seen, this is not working, right? This is not working. If we do, there's one example given in the paper. Now we can overload the main method. This is also covered. Yeah, now comes the type promotion. Okay, so suppose there is a class test and there are two methods which have been the different arguments, different arguments. Okay, and what we are calling here, we are not calling here integer, we are not calling here string, we are calling here character, right? If it is in double quotes, okay, if it is in double quotes, that means it is calling string. But if it is in a single quote, that means it's a character, correct? So what you think, that will this work? That is called as type promotion or automatic promotion. Okay, so we'll check in the example. Practically we will check. Suppose I have written here, no, simple thing, I will make it void. Okay, and here I make it integer. Okay, here I make it string. Okay, show method. Okay, fine. Main method I will remove. Now I'm calling here p dot show.
Both are different methods, Chavi.
Show, yeah.
Show and shown.
Yeah, correct. So thanks for reminding. So this is now same method, and I'm calling this method with an A. Correct? So which method it will call? Either it will print this one or this one. Anyone? Any guess? Any guess?
Nothing, I guess. Nothing it will print. I'm not sure. Because character is a part of a string, can we consider in that way, Chavi? Like that? It's
Yes,
a subset of
character is
string.
the correct. Who said this? I want to know.
Kando.
Yes, so character is part of string. So we'll just check. Okay, character is part of integer. Okay, so I will show you the this automatic promotion. Okay, so what is this? Character is part of integer, not string, but integer.
Okay, integer.
Now you have to just remember this
Promotion chart.
automatic promotion. Okay, so this is what, when you are writing integer, and if the return type is float, then also it will take. Okay, suppose here I am writing integer, and here I am passing
Float value.
no, it is vice versa. Like arrow is where it is, suppose it's a float, then we can pass integer. Okay, suppose if you are writing integer, here you are passing, suppose you are writing here character, okay, and you are passing here integer, it will not work. It will not work. Okay, okay. So see the arrow. If you are passing float, then also it will not work. Okay, if you are passing here integer and you are passing here float, it will not work. 1.2 f, it will not work. But if you write here float, and float is working, but if you are writing here integer, it will work. Okay, so see the arrow here. If you are writing integer, then character will work. If you are writing float, then integer will work. Okay, so whatever you write, the previous one will work. Okay, so if you are, this is for calling. Okay, this is for calling. If you call a character, it will take the integer. Okay, if you call the character, what it will take? It will take integer. Now there is no integer. Okay, if I call the character, will it work? Yes. Why? Because character is float also. Correct? Float also, right? So it will call this one. Okay. So you got the point? How it is working?
Yes.
So whichever, this is for calling. If you are calling character and you have given the float method, it will work. Float argument. Okay, float argument, then it will work. If you have given the integer and you are calling the character, it will work. Okay, so this is called as automatic promotion. Okay, one type is promoting to another implicitly. If no matching of data type is found, then also it will call. Okay, so this is the diagram which you have to remember. So sometimes, in interview it is asked that if the argument is float type and you are passing character, will it work? So your answer should be yes.
Yes.
Okay. The same thing, if you are so long and double is not that much popular. Only these three things are very popular: character, integer, and float. Okay, is that clear to everyone about the automatic promotion?
Yes,
How it works? Okay, moving ahead. Okay, this case two of auto promotion. So what we are doing here in this class test, we are passing the argument of object type. Okay, object is the parent class of all the classes in Java. Okay, I'll give you one, what you can say, there is a diagram, no?
So this object class, are we talking in context of all
Yeah.
data types?
Yes, see, Can you see this?
Mhm.
So these are all the data types, okay, available here, and object is the parent of all these data types. Okay. So we'll study everything in detail. Just we were in case 2, right? Okay. So what I was telling is object is the parent class of all the classes, like all the classes in the sense which I showed you, data types. Okay, in Java. So if you are passing object as an argument, and if you are calling a string, and there is one more method which has string, then what do you think? Which method will be printed here? Either it will print the string
String.
method or the object method.
String.
Okay. Okay.
String.
Correct. Why?
Because it's pure match, right? String.
Correct. Correct. It's a perfect match. So if there is a perfect match, then it will call the same method. If there is no perfect match, suppose here it is written integer, then which method will be called?
Object. Like
Object
object method.
Correct. So you can try this, no, at home. You can try this. So your understanding is correct that if there is perfect match, then string will be called, and if there is no perfect match, then whatever is the parent class, it will be accepting that. Okay. So if there is no perfect match, then it will call the parent class. Okay. You want me to show, or everyone understood?
Understood.
Understood, Chavi.
Understood? Okay. Moving ahead, case 3. Okay, case 3 of like a method overloading. What is case 3? Suppose I'm passing the string buffer. That I will show you. So string buffer and string both are the both have the parent class as object. Okay.
What is string buffer, Chavi?
Yeah, it's like a string
like
only, but it is like for the interview purpose, no, they confuse you and they call it a string buffer. String buffer is also a type of data type only, like string. There is string buffer also. Okay. So I will show you here also. Like when you write string, you can also write string buffer. Okay. So that is also same thing, and one place you write string, and what you are calling here, you are calling here ABC. Okay, so this is a string type, or the, so which method it will call? Anyone?
String 2. It will print 2.
Buffer
Two
one.
method, right?
Can
Two method. Why this is? Because it's a perfect match, so it will call a string only, right? Suppose I'm writing here objective. No, not here. Here I will write object. Now which one it will call?
What is string buffer? I mean,
buffer.
still I didn't understand. Object, I understand it's a parent class of all data type.
Yeah.
But what is string
So
buffer?
object is the parent. Object is the, I told you, no, it's a parent. Parent
No,
of
no, no,
all the
no.
class.
String
I
Oh,
buffer.
showed you the
string
String
buffer.
example.
buffer. String buffer.
Yeah, string buffer. As I showed you, string buffer is another data type. Don't get confused. That's why. That's
So what-
why.
What is the difference between string and string buffer?
String and string buffer? It's okay. We'll just check. If you have it out, you can check always. Difference between even I forgot. Difference. Okay. Okay, the string class is mutable. String is slow, consume more memory. String buffer is fast, consume less memory. When we concatenate, string class override the equal method of object class. String buffer does not override the equal method. I mean, they both are like data type and used for
Retrieving
storing.
retrieving data will be fast, I guess.
Yeah, retrieving the data is
Same
fast,
data
and
types.
string class use string constant pool and string buffer use heap memory. So that is the only difference, like
String class
string
constant.
buffer is fast. So you can just check this this one. I'll
Put it in a
give it-
chat.
Yeah.
Chavi.
Yeah, I'm putting a chat. So you can go through this. In my knowledge, they both works similar, but even though string buffer is fast, but string is more commonly used.
Okay.
I mean, I am telling you string buffer. Why? Because you should not get confused that, oh, string buffer kya hai? I mean, if somebody in some return test, or return interview,
Okay.
there are some return test also before the interview. Okay, so if they ask you such question, you should not get confused that, oh, return yeah, string buffer. What is string buffer? I have never heard about it. So
Okay.
it's the same thing of storing a variable in string buffer, so that then again there is a there is another way of storing your variable. That's it. It's another data type. Okay. Okay, coming back to our
But
program.
while calling, when we are calling that method, so even though we are passing the string, but it is not considered as a string buffer, rather it is going to the object.
Correct. Why?
So,
Because of this diagram. You see this diagram. If we are calling
so what type
string
of,
and string is not available, then it will call the parent class. Okay.
no,
String
Chavi,
and string buffer is not related to anything. Okay, they are not related. They are related to the parent class. Yeah. What is your question?
in the same example, can you show in such a way that the string buffer method is called, and then
Yeah, I will show you. The next example was that only. The next example was in this only. Like I'm calling the string buffer. So how this string buffer method can be called? Anyone have any idea?
No, Chavi, not me.
Okay. So this is the way of calling the string buffer. New string buffer, and here you have to give the value A, B, C, or anything, whichever you wanted to give. Okay, wait, not in the parenthesis here.
What about the value in the parentheses? Sorry, quotes.
Yeah, it will be in quotes. So this is the way of calling the string buffer. Now, which one will be called? This one.
Can you run, Chavi?
Yeah.
Got it.
So one will be called. Okay. So this is the way of calling the string buffer. Yeah. Argument. So this is the way you call the string buffer argument. Okay.
Just like the way create the object, where we will add the new and then.
Correct. Clear, everyone? Any doubt?
Yes.
Okay.
Chavi,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't mind, can you the first option of the overloading, can you explain that one more time? Not here,
First
I mean the first option, that type, not type,
case one, you are saying?
written one, the first one, not this one, Chavi. The
First one, which one?
the cases, not the
Return method, I think. she
written
said.
method.
Return type. Return type.
written type here.
Okay, return type.
The first one of the overloading. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
return type, you are saying?
when
Return type
when
is
she's
nothing but
Yeah, this
Argu-
one, the first one, Chavi, the blue, and that. Can you show that?
this one? No?
no, the slide,
The
right?
question,
slide, yeah.
The slide you said
method
main
overloading
method.
by changing the return type of method only. That one she's
Oh,
asking.
that one. Okay, okay. Okay,
The
that,
blues,
that will come again. That will come again. Number of arguments. Sequence of arguments type. Okay. Oh, that slider.
No, the first slide,
The
Chavi,
very
the blue.
first slide here.
The very
This
first
one,
slide.
you are
Yeah.
saying.
Not this one, Chavi.
No, where it's
The
written
next.
main method can
In the
be
blue color,
overloaded.
like it was written in the blue.
All the points were
This one.
there.
Points were written in blue.
Okay.
Important
Okay.
About,
points.
yeah, method.
Oh, got it. Got it. Got it. This one you're saying.
Yeah, in
this
this,
one.
the first one, can you just
Yeah. In this, the first one. Okay. Can we
Yeah.
achieve method overloading by changing the return type of the method only?
Method
Okay.
only.
Method. So this.
So like everything is same, arguments is same, class name is same,
This is
method
the
name is
example.
same. Yeah, just
Yeah.
the
Can we
yeah,
achieve
return type
method
is
overloading
different.
by changing the return type of the method only? So this is the method. These are second method. Okay. So what we are doing, we are changing the return type of this. Correct?
Okay.
Do it practically. We have done that practically also, right?
Yeah, just I have little confusion in that. So
Okay. So suppose it is an integer type. Okay. And we are returning here return 0. Correct? Whatever you wanted to return. And here we are returning void. Okay. So return void, return.
Arguments should be same as well, right? No.
Argument should be same, right? So what arguments should be same. That's why if arguments are same, then we cannot achieve method overloading. That's what we have done. Like if return type is different and argument is same, then we cannot achieve the method overloading. That's what we have find out, right?
No,
Got it.
but Chavi, even though return type is same, then also we cannot achieve.
No,
Yeah.
that also we cannot achieve.
No, but I think was that scenario when arguments are different? Can you give different arguments and
Yes, then we
different
can
return type?
Yeah, then we can achieve.
Yeah,
then we can achieve. If it is different argument, then anyway we can achieve.
No, it return type is 0. Can you make it integer there?
Yeah. Then we can achieve, because there is, see, there are 3 things which should be there. Same name, same method name, same class, and different argument. If these 3 things are fulfilling, that means there is method overloading.
But
Okay.
in the other case, anyways, there were like same arguments, right? Arguments were same. So you were not achieving overloading. So how it matters that you're changing return type?
Yeah, there was just a question, like
Okay.
this is just a question that is this possible? So we cannot achieve that.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there was a question that is this possible? Can we achieve method overloading by changing the return type of the method only? So answer is
No.
no, we cannot achieve. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. This is also clear. Good that you asked. Always clear all your doubts. Okay. This also everyone clear. This is also clear. Right. This is also clear, right? These are
Yes.
two different data types.
Data
The
type
parent is
object.
object. Clear?
Object.
Now coming the case 4. Okay, we have already covered this, but still just revise it. So suppose there are two methods. One is integer float and another is float integer. Okay, we are passing different arguments, integer float and float integer. Okay, so this is integer
Sequence.
float. Yeah, sequence is different. Okay. Now what we are doing here, if we are passing 10, 20.5 float, okay, so we are calling what? Integer float. So which method it will call?
First one.
Integer float method.
First one. Clear? Second thing is, if we are calling float and integer, which method it will call?
Second one.
Second method. Correct? Now, if 10 and 20 we are calling, then what will happen?
Second.
Second one. Second one will be called.
Second one will be called, okay.
Type
Then
promotion. Yeah.
why you are calling that second one will be called?
Type promotion.
Because type
Type
promotion.
promotion, yeah. In case of type promotion, what will happen?
Int
What
is
was
a
the
subset
Integer
of
can, yeah,
float, right?
float.
So if we have written float, integer can be called, correct? So you said that second. Okay, we'll see in the
Oh no.
practical.
No, I think other way.
No, the first one, I think.
First one, right? We'll see practically which one it will call.
I got
First
confused.
one, correct? Why? Because
Yeah.
this is an exact match. We'll see in the example. Okay, so come on, fast. Everyone tell me integer and A and float B, correct?
Yeah.
Return type is void. I'll make void to have no confusion. So this is integer float method. Okay. Now the second is what? Float
B.
A and come on, integer
Int A.
B, correct?
Int, yeah.
Now float integer method. Okay, now what I'm doing here, I'm calling p dot show float integer. Okay, but I'm calling that you understood, right? First and second
Yes.
example you understood.
Yes.
Now comes the, if I call 10.5 5f. Okay, so tell me who are saying first and who are saying second.
First.
First integer.
First.
Int and float is given.
Okay. So correct. Why? Because this is a perfect match. So
Match.
first it will,
Yeah.
first it will
Integer.
search for a perfect match, then it will search for the imperfect match. Okay, imperfect means like your parent. Correct. Now the second thing is what? Your this you understood. Okay. No. This obviously first will call. We wanted to know about this. This 10,10. So what will happen? It's an ambiguity. Right? Right? Why? Because according to this method,
Type
float
promotion.
can call integer, but integer cannot call float. So there is no perfect match here. But if I call this, then what will happen?
Second.
Correct. It will call the second, right? Correct. Why? Because of auto promotion. Correct. Automatic promotion. Okay. Now if I call this string and 20, will this work? String and 20.
String. Yes, Chavi.
Wow. Who is saying yes?
No, we saw
Not
for
because
character.
oh, sorry,
We
character.
didn't see for
Character is
string.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Correct.
character.
So
Yeah.
Character
there
set,
is
yeah.
no string in this what you say, automatic promotion.
Automatic
Promotion, no string. Character.
No string.
Character.
Correct. Don't get confused, okay?
Yeah.
So string we cannot call. I mean ABCD, ABC or anything we cannot call. Why? Because there is no automatic promotion for string. Clear?
Mm.
Can you
Now,
put character there?
yeah.
Single quote.
Only character, yeah, it works maybe.
Character, it will work only if you write it down in the integer and anyway integer.
You need to float, yeah, give float.
Yeah, why this is not working? Anyone can tell?
Again, ambiguity is there.
Ambiguity.
Ambiguity. Why?
In-
Because
Integer.
In this,
Because A
Sure.
can go to integer and then
then
float,
also,
right?
There you
because-
in place of 10 you
10
try
you can
putting a
use just
float
float.
value. If you put a float value, maybe it will take.
Yeah, if you put float value, then it will take. Yeah, it is taking. Why? Because even though character can taken by integer and float, but what will happen is what it will do? It will take this first thing. Is they think that this is not a
Looks like-
perfect match, so it will go to the second.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will go to the second.
No,
or
the
it will-
first one will be printed in this case.
No,
Because
it will not.
A will be promoted to integer and float will match to float. Integer float method.
We'll see.
If it is float, then fine. Otherwise, if it is an integer, it will not even call, right?
Correct.
Can you execute?
Yes. So it will call the first method.
So looks like only one type promotion is happening, not two.
It's happening, not two. I think if first thing
Instead
is
of float B, there you put int B, Chavi. Let's see. In the show method, void show int A and int B.
this one here.
Put it as int B. Now try to run it. It will. Okay. No. So.
No, it is giving error. Float and integer. Polymorph is not applicable for argument, character, and float. Float and integer. Okay.
But there in the chart, the promotion part, we have
integer
seen that
can also-
float is.
Okay, why? Because here it is already float, right? Float in second case there is no float. So integer cannot take float. Yeah, understood. If you are passing here 10, then it will take. Because in second place there is no float, no? We have changed it to integer.
Okay, if there is float, if you pass 10 here, now you put it as a float there, Chavi. Show int
Yeah.
A and float there, yeah.
Then also it will give you error.
So how can we say that in the chat you have said, no, Chavi, like type promotion,
Yeah, it is not taking in character, but it is taking integer here. If it is integer, it is okay. If I say float and I'm passing only 10, then it will take, yeah, then it is taking, I mean, float is
So-
taking integer.
With the
But-
combination, it will not take or what?
Combination, it is not taking. If I pass first character, then it is taking now. Okay, it's taking the second one. If I passing here integer a, okay, both are same now, no? Float and integer. So again, I am writing here float a. Then also it is taking. If both are float, then it is taking. Okay. If this is integer, then it is not taking. And if I make this both float, then what will happen? 20.5 f and 20.5.
It will not work.
Yeah, why? Because it's integer cannot take float, so it will not work. Okay. So for this thing, I have to check why it is not
Practice a
taking.
lot, I guess. A lot of confusion.
Yeah, but the thing is, this diagram is correct, but only for one thing. Like if you are passing here, then it is not working. This is just ambiguity. Rest everything we are clear, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Most of the time, this automatic promotion is working. Just in one case, I have to check why it is not working. Okay, now this fifth case also, which is called as var argument. Okay, var argument. What is var argument? Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, here. No, that is also not working. Integer. It should work. No? 10, 10. This will give you ambiguous error. Integer float is ambiguous. Method float integer for not applicable for the argument. Okay. Okay, and this. Now coming to the var arguments. Var arguments are allow method to accept the zero or multiple arguments. Suppose it is a one argument integer we are passing. Okay. Okay, why it is showing ambiguous? Because it, okay, now I got it. When I delete, no, then that time I strike that why this is showing error. Anyone can tell why it is showing error? Because in both the cases it is this is applicable. You got my point? In both the cases this is applicable, so if there is an ambiguity that which method it should call. Got it?
Yes.
Like if there is a if you pass the argument which has no ambiguity, then only it will take it, because this is correct for this method also and for this method also. That is the issue, because this 10, 10 is correct for this method arguments also and for this method argument also. Same thing is happening
But
for
there
character
we were,
also.
in the previous we were sending a character, no?
Yeah,
Chavi?
for this also, you know, same ambiguity. System get confused, no? For this method also it is correct, and for this method also it is correct argument. So
Okay.
that is ambiguity. If you are not sure that, you know, which method to call, then obviously it will give you error, right? You get
Got
my
it.
point? If it is
Yes, yes.
fulfilling both the, if it is fulfilling both the arguments, you know, condition, then obviously the system will get confused that which method I have to call, because it is allowed for first method also and it is allowed for second method also. So that is why it is showing error. If you differentiate, see, if you differentiate, if you remove this, then it is allowing, because now the system is sure that you are calling
Second
this
one.
method. Yeah,
Mhm.
this method. Now the system is calling this method. They are sure that you are calling the, see here automatic promotion is working fine. It is calling the float. Float is also the parent, and integer is integer. It is fulfilling both the condition. You got my point?
Yes.
Everyone
Yes.
understood now? It's clear
Yes,
now?
Chavi, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Now coming to the where argument. See, everyone understood. No, if there is any confusion, you can ask me, because I also got confused. So you might get also confused, right? So everyone,
Practice.
It's clear,
everyone
Chavi.
should be clear, right?
Now it is clear why it wasn't working previously.
Yes, because we both the
methods
were fulfilling this condition. That's why
Okay.
system get confused which method to call, right? So now it is clear. If it is anyone have any doubt, they can ask. Okay. Okay. Now coming to the where argument. Okay, so this is the where argument, and where argument is used or allowed the method to accept multiple arguments. Okay, so suppose I am passing here integer and I am calling here 10. So this is obvious that this will call this call is for the first method. Okay, now if I'm showing here integer dot dot dot, okay, these 3 dots I have kept here, then this is called as var method. What is var argument method? Okay, so this is what var arg. Okay, so var argument method, so this is called as, okay, now see, it is not showing any error. Okay, if I call this
What is
even though
var argument method?
that's what I'm telling you, that they can allow you to call the method with 0 argument and with multiple argument. Okay, even though you are not giving any integer value here, then also which one it will call?
Can you
This
run
one.
this, Chavi?
Yeah, is calling the var argument method. Okay, if I'm passing here 10, then also it will call this method. Okay,
So why we are using it? If you want, we can pass integer and execute, right? I mean,
yeah, but if I wanted to pass, suppose 20, 30, 40, so that also we can do, and this method will be called. So we can pass multiple integers. Okay, so this is the only use.
like
of-
array.
Like no, not array. This is not array. Array is different.
No, like I said, yeah.
No, this
Okay.
var argument is different. So here,
If can we add one more variable argument also there, Chavi? In this
That
var
then you have
var arg, and then can we add float also there in the first method?
here, no? Float.
Then at that time we have to pass float value here, or
Yeah,
how?
here we have to call the, I think can do it.
And is this var method applicable to only integer or any data type?
Oh, it is applicable to integer. Yeah, you can pass it string also, but this is not working. I think this will get confused with the I pass here string. Okay, and if I pass here multiple string, I can call A, B, C. Yeah, multiple string I can call. X. Okay. That I can call, but I think with this I cannot call two things. No? I haven't tried that. Integer A, if I call 10. No, it is not allowing me to use it. So varchar can be called single-handedly, I think. Okay, so this is just an example I'm telling you. So these are all the, yeah, these are all the method overloading examples. So by this, we are done with method overloading, and these are all the cases which we should know for the interview purpose. And so again, just recap that method overloading is what? Same name, same class with different arguments. So we are clear with this. Now coming to the method overriding. Okay. So in method overriding, you have same name, different class. Now this is in the same class. Now this method overriding is in the different class. And here there was different arguments, but now here in overriding, we have the same argument. Either number of arguments should be same, sequence should be same, or type of argument should be same. Anything can be same. Okay. Like integer, if you're passing integer A, so another method also should have only integer A. Okay. So same thing should be there, exact same method. But one more thing is there, like in this different class, you should have a relationship. That means inheritance. Okay, so you remember when I told you that when we will do the inheritance, I will tell you how we can achieve method overriding with the help of inheritance. One topic was there, and that time I said that when we will do method overloading, we will complete this topic. Okay, so with the help of inheritance, we can achieve method overriding. Now, as we know that there are two types of polymorphism. Now coming to the method overriding. Okay, so there are two classes, test and XYZ. Okay, in XYZ we are extending test. So we can take all the methods inside the XYZ, all the test method inside the XYZ method, sorry, class. Okay. So here there are same method name, same method name, okay, same name, different class, and same argument, okay, and inheritance. These four conditions should be fulfilled for method overriding. First thing is same name. Okay, same name means show, correct? Different class, test, and XYZ. So they are a different class. Okay. So this is same argument. Okay. There is no argument. That means same argument. And fourth is what?
Inheritance.
Inheritance. So all the four, like what you say, properties or points are fulfilled here. So that is the example of method overriding. Okay. So these two show methods are method overriding. Okay, we'll see practically at how we can use both methods. Okay. Okay. Now create one more method. Suppose I'll create one more class here, name as XYZ. Okay, XYZ. Which has main method. Okay. Now this is a class, but I will create one more class. Suppose I have test is already there. Test is
ABC.
Yeah. Thank you. ABC. Okay. क्लास का नाम रखना बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है मेरे.
Deciding
Okay.
your kid name is difficult.
Yeah. So void show method. Okay, there is one show method, and here we are just writing one. Okay. Now there is same class. Okay, same method. Sorry, same method in different class. Okay, this is 2. Okay. Now what to do? First thing is
Is a
first point
relationship.
is covered.
No need to.
Yeah, first point is covered. Second point is what? Different class, that is also covered. Third point is what?
Is
Same
a
argument
relation.
is also covered, and is a relationship. Yeah. Extends. Is a relationship is also covered now. Right? Now this is called as, it is showing error. Resource
Calling
activity.
object creation.
Okay, okay. ABC is also there. So maybe test 3, test for this only. Okay. Now also it is. Okay, any
Yes.
name we can give. So is still it is. Okay, XYZ is also there. No, that is problem. Okay.
XYZ is the parent class, right,
Yeah,
Chavi?
yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
While creating, you gave the class.
No, in different, different package. See here what is written. In different package, you have this XYZ already. So I cannot create this. Sorry. Already have this. What I will do, I will use this ABC only. Class parent. Okay, only parent I will write, and then void show. now here, so these, all these things are falling in place. So now this is a method overriding. Okay, this is an example of method overriding. Okay, so you have two classes, two classes and two methods of same name. Okay, but they are doing the different functionality. All the calculation or whatever is there inside this method is different. Okay, so now if you wanted to call both the methods inside main method, what you have to do here?
Create
And
objects.
create
of
object.
child class.
So what I will do,
ABC.
I will
A
create
is
object
equal to
of-
new ABC.
Yeah.
New ABC.
A dot
Now
show.
A dot
Show.
show. I can call this method. Okay, then what will print? What it will print?
2.
1 and 2.
Tell me.
2.
But if I wanted to print this one, then what I have to do?
Create object of par
Yes,
and call it. Yeah.
you have to create an object for
A dot show.
parent class. Okay. New E dot show. Now it will print both 1 and 2. Clear? Now what is the use of method overriding? So suppose method overriding allows a child class, or the subclass to provide a specific implementation of a method. Okay, that is already provided by one of the parent class. So suppose there are two methods, right? But you wanted to do some specific implementation in your parent class method. Okay, here the specification are different, here the specification are different. So what you are doing, the implementation in the child class overrides or replace the implementation of parent class by providing a method that has a same name or same argument or same return type. Everything is same. Okay, so what they will do, they will replace the implementation of or any calculation which are whatever they are using, they can change it and provide the same name, same parameter, same return type as the method in the parent class. Okay.
Chavi, I just missed it. I had something just to take care. Can you just repeat what you said? Like
Yeah. So
maybe application.
method-
Sorry for that.
no. So method overriding allows a child class or a subclass to provide a specific implementation of a method that is already provided by one of the parent class. You got it? So some implementation is done here, right? But now what I have to do, see, this is the requirement of your program. Okay, like according to the requirement of the program, I'm telling you. So this is your requirement of the program, that some implementation you have done here, but you want to override this, or the implementation of the child class overrides or replace the implementation in the parent class by providing a same method, same method name, same parameter, same return type. So that is the use of method overriding. Okay, to replace the implementation of parent class method with the child class method.
Chavi, one doubt.
Replace or
Chavi.
reuse?
Not
Replace.
reuse, replace. Chavi, one
Yes.
doubt, Chavi.
Yes. Mhm.
Like here you're extending, right? Inheriting the, what do you say, inheritance thing that you're using here.
Yes.
Then why we are not able to access this when we are calling a dot show? It's only
Mhm.
giving the child class output, right?
So how you can
So
call
when
this?
we are inheriting, it should to access
Yeah,
that
it
also.
should. It should. But how
So it give the first preference to the
there is a big, you see, it is not giving you the yeah. It obviously it will give first preference to your
its own class, own
local
method.
method. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Then it will it is of the same name. If you pass here argument, okay, integer a, if you pass here, then it will give you a dot show. If you say,
So yeah,
so
now
it will
you
give
pass
you
the
this.
interval.
Yeah. So it will allow you to take the method, because you are inheriting the property of parent class. So it will allow
Got
you
it.
to take this class. But how, if there is, but that then it is not an
Okay.
method overriding. This is not method overriding. Okay, this is just you are calling one method which has, you know, whatever calculation you have or something, you wanted to use it in your main method and you are calling it. Okay, so this is different method and this is different method, and there is no overriding here. But if the as
So why we need to extend Chavi? Then when
yeah, that is the requirement, you know, that is the requirement for you know, method overriding. This is the, all these four things are the requirement of the method overriding. These are the points you have to remember. If someone asks you how you can override a, what is method overriding, what are the points you have to remember. Okay, so that you have to remember that these are the 4 points. With the help of these 4 points only, we can achieve method overriding. Clear?
yes.
Okay. So now yeah. So we can override with same argument. Okay. Same argument. Okay. Now what we have to do, same type. Okay. This is was same argument and same type. Okay. So if we are doing your same thing, no? If you are passing the string here, then also it's a what you say, method overriding. Okay, but you have to pass here also string. Suppose you're passing AB or anything you can pass. Okay, so this is also method overriding with same type. Okay, this was with same argument, this is with same type, and then the third is sequence of arguments is same. Okay, same thing, sequence of argument is same, so you can call the call by the sequence of argument. Okay,
Chavi,
yes.
in the second example,
Yeah.
You pass string in both the method. Can we pass one as an object and then one as a string? Will that work?
That will work, but that is not overriding. That's what I said. No, if it is exactly same, then only it is an, you can pass object, sorry, you can pass that. There is nothing wrong in that. Object A, and here you can pass string.
It's taking.
But this you can call it here. Then
It's
A
taken.
dot. See, two things you are getting. You got my point. If two things you are getting, that means it is not method overriding. Okay, it is not replacing your implementation. What you are implementing, it is not replacing.
Yeah.
It's keeping your implementation as it is, and then giving you the result, right? Here you can call this method also, at the same class name, right? With the same class name object, you can call both the methods. This is not method overriding. Okay, but if you pass it here object, here also you pass it object, then it's a method overriding. Because when you do a dot show, it is showing only one method, not two methods.
So
Okay,
Chavi,
clear everyone?
Chavi,
Yes.
what did you answer for Anu's doubt? As she said, right now here we are creating two different objects for like two classes, child and parent, and calling respective methods. So Anu asked, we are inheriting, right? We are extending. So what did you answer for her question?
Because that is the requirement of method overriding. That is the requirement. 4 requirements you have, right? First is should have the same name, correct? Same name. Second is what? Different
Argument
class.
same. Yeah.
Different class. Third is argument same.
Same.
Fourth is what? Inheritance.
Yes.
You have
But
to be
what we are
inheriting.
achieving by extending, even I didn't get it.
No. I'm asking Anu's question. I understand. Like we created two objects for two parent class and object class. We called respective methods.
Correct.
But Anu asked, right? We are inheriting. So why? Like again, we are doing.
Okay, if I don't inherit, okay, we are not inheriting. Then what is the difference between? It's like what is overriding? We are not overriding anything. These are all different classes, right? This is not related to this class, so it is acting as a same, like we are not replacing
So
the
here
implementation.
replacing the parent a parent method with the local method, like that, Chavi?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, got it.
So then there is no parent-child relationship, right? There is no parent-child relationship. It's a different class, and this is a different class.
Got it.
My point. There is no child-parent relationship then. Then what is the use? I said method overriding, that it is replacing the implementation of child class method. Okay. So sorry, parent class method. Okay, so here there is no parent or no child, so that's why extend is important. Okay, that's why extend is important for method overriding. Clear everyone? Any doubts you can ask now. It's like, otherwise don't keep doubts in your head. Good that you are asking so many doubts.
So because now, Chavi, because now like replacing, if we here see, first of all, we created object of ABC, and then we called a dot show. We called child method. So Anu asked, like, why we are creating object of parent class to call the show method. So if we call with the parent method itself, child method itself, then there will be like a dot show, we called it for child method. And if we called a dot show for parent method, we cannot do that, right? With the child class.
No, we cannot do that.
Okay.
This is
even though we are inheriting, like we are inheriting, right?
This is just to show these two lines. This two lines is just to show that we can even call this method also, but this is not required for what you say inheriting, or sorry, this is not required for method overriding. This is method overriding. We are replacing whatever is going on in this method. We are overriding and we are calling this method.
Okay, so there is no need to call basically parent method.
Parent class, but to show that we can, this is not vanished, right? This is replaced, just a replacement of this method. Okay, but this is not vanished. We can also use this method if we are required.
A separate object.
Yeah, with a separate object.
Or different object instance, we can
different
call
object.
that.
If we wanted to use, we can use it, but this is for method overriding concept, this is not required.
Correct. And that's the purpose we have like replaced it.
Yeah. So whatever is there,
Yeah.
happening inside this method, we are replacing with this method and we are putting
Calling
it
it.
here. Even
And
though for the parent class, it will replace.
Yeah, and still exclusively if you want to call parent method, still you
Yeah.
can call.
You
Yeah.
can call. You
Yeah.
can call the parent method by using this, but this is the this is called as method overriding.
Yeah, got it. Thanks, Shavi.
This
It
one is
clears.
yeah. Okay. Okay, moving ahead. Same type you understood, right? String. Now see same sequence of argument like string integer. It should be string integer. So this is the same name
Sequence arguments.
class. Okay, same method name, same sequence, different class, and inheritance is also there. So this is another example of method overriding. Clear? So these are the three ways of method overriding. Now coming to the do override method must have same return type also. Okay, so suppose if there is different return type, then what will happen? Okay, so we have not discussed about the return type. Okay, so about the return type in from Java 5.0 onward, it is possible to have different return type for a overriding method in child class, but child class return type should be subtype of the parent return type. Okay, so this phenomena is called as covariant return type. Okay, so the thing is you should have a in the parent class you should have a bigger
Return type.
like yeah the return type should be big. That means like it's a if this is object and this is string, that means it's a parent class of a string. Okay, whatever the return type is, you will just see that return type should be subtype of the parent's return type. Okay, then it will allow you. See, for example, we'll see that if the return type of parent class is object, okay, and and this is string. Okay, so this will allow you to this will allow, there is no error. Okay, so this will execute. But if it is vice versa, so suppose this is object
It won't work.
and this is string, so it will not work, correct?
Yes.
So
It
what
will
is the
subset.
concept behind this?
Parent return type.
Parent,
Subset of
yeah,
return type.
correct, subtype of the child. Okay, so child return type should be lower than parent return type. If parent return type has a higher thing, suppose you have a return type of string. Okay, this is suppose string. I make it string only, and here I make it suppose integer. So then also it will not allow. Okay, it will not allow. Why? Because this is not a subtype. This is not a subtype, right? If here it is object, then it will allow.
And then character.
No, then also it will not allow. Will only allow the string. Yeah.
No, because you are
And what
passing
value we are
object as-
passing? Yeah.
Okay, if
Passing
it is
object
void,
as-
Yeah. What?
passing the object. Okay.
No, for
no,
integer, can you
int
pass
and then-
integer object?
Yeah, integer s. Int and then int s.
Int number, some number.
No. See, argument, it doesn't matter. You are talking about the argument.
Not there, Chavi. Yes.
Yeah, argument doesn't matter. Only the return type I'm talking about.
Even
If it
written
is
here you put int. Let's see.
not now,
No,
okay,
but
okay.
Chavi,
This-
you have to give integer and integer number, right? Integer
Yeah.
s. Why we are giving integer s there?
anything you can give. Integer a also you can give.
And can you give
Nothing-
return type int?
Before
Ah,
show
return. Yeah, return should be something, right?
And
Return null.
string integer where there is
integer.
no
String,
null. Okay.
It's taking now.
it's taking now. Because I have not given, I have commented the return type. That is why. Okay.
So why we are
So the-
passing integer a here, Chavi, when we are saying a string return type?
Return string is null.
See, this thing should be same, correct? For both the method, this string integer a should be same. We are just talking about the return type. Okay.
Chavi,
Now-
return type instead of string, you just go ahead and then give int. Yeah, there, int.
Okay. Int.
Yeah, now take out the return null. Yeah, see. Will it work? Okay.
Why is this not working? Return type is incompatible.
Okay,
Okay.
same. Int A in both.
Both, no, that doesn't matter. Because integer is not the subtype. I think here, see, yeah, integer is there. If I give void, then also will it work? No. No. So it is working for string only.
So-
Here if I pass string, then only
Chavi,
this works.
in the first method, can you give return 0 because we are passing integer a? In the first method, yeah. Instead
Here?
of return null, can you give 0?
No, but the return type is always
Object.
related with the
Object.
yeah, I mean type of the method. Return
Okay.
type is always related with type of the method.
Okay.
What we are passing. So I think object is the like parent class of string, right?
Can you show once the chart, Chavi? That object pair. Yeah, this
Here it
one.
is return.
Integer.
Must have the same return type.
So integer
Okay,
number.
Number.
Number, if we go ahead and do it. Instead of parent,
Number
object.
is number you cannot. I haven't seen number. So this thing we cannot do. I think character we can do. If I say char, char also it's not character is what. Overrides this return types incompatible. That we cannot do. If I do string here, I haven't checked that much actually. I just checked the object and string only always. See, these are all Boolean if I give. Here I have to give object. Okay, Boolean it is taking. Because Boolean is the subclass object. String buffer also it is taking can check with string buffer. Buffer. Return type JavaScript. Yeah, so
Maybe is
string.
it the exact subset and then below that it try byte over there? Let's see.
Sorry, byte. Byte. I think this is
Short
for
in
numbers.
byte, short
Number.
int, long float. Maybe for this it's giving an error.
Yeah, it will give, I think, byte.
Yeah, it's not taking.
Not, no, it's taking.
Oh, it's taking.
Only for integer it is not taking. Yeah? I don't know. Byte, short. Yeah, short also it's taking. Integer it's not taking. Okay, I have to write full integer. I was writing int, no, that it is not taking. But if I write full integer, it is taking. Okay, so maybe I don't know that what exactly you have to write. So integer, if you write, it is taking. And if
So
I
return can
execute-
be null for integer?
This is working, right? If I write 0, then both it is taking. Yeah, it's working for null also. If I write double, so basically the thing is, if this return type is big than the child class return type, then it will take. Okay, so this is the concept. Okay, is that clear to everyone? Yes.
Yes, Chani.
Okay. Float means what? Okay. F, I think. Yeah. So this is the basic thing that we, if the return type of parent class is the for the return type also it should be a parent class. I mean it should be a bigger bigger thing that it will take. Okay, the next thing is do override method must have same return type. So the same thing, right? If it is smaller return type, it will not work. If it is bigger return type, it will work. Okay, so clear. Now overriding an access modifier. Okay, now coming to the access modifier. What is access modifier? We have already studied that, right? Can anyone
Public,
explain?
private, protected, and
Default.
Default, right? So
yeah.
public means you have full access. Access that method, correct? If you wanted to access that method, you have full right to that particular method. Now coming to the private. Private means you have less access.
Less access.
Right? Less access, or you cannot access other class private method. Correct? So now, if you wanted to access this method, or you wanted to override this method, this should have the full access, which should have a what you can say, I will put it
And
maybe
access specifier should be same.
Same or should have more. Okay.
Default.
So suppose here I am writing, instead of return type, I am writing here void. Both are void, then it is working, right? Both are void, then it is working. Correct? So this is the, what do you say? Default, correct? These are
Yes.
the default access modifier. But instead of like, this is return type actually. If I don't write anything, then it is a public void So this is public, and if I make this also public void, it will work. Okay, but what I will do here, I make this as public, but this as void. Then it will work or no, or default. Sorry, void. Don't get confused with void. Void is return type.
Return
Okay,
type.
we are talking about right
Access
now is
modifier.
about the access modifier. Okay, I got confused. So
Public and default.
public and default.
Default.
Okay, so will this work? Will this work? Why? Because this is public and this is default. So default is lower access, right? And
Mhm.
public has more access.
Mhm.
So it will give you error. Why? Because low access cannot be overriding
Override.
the method of like parent class. Okay. So for overriding, this method should have higher access than this method.
Higher access or same? Right, Chavi?
Yeah, higher or same, correct? Higher access or same access, then only it will override, or it will like replace the implementation of the parent class method.
Mhm.
Clear? So if I give less access to this, if I make this as this simple void, this will give you error. Why? Because
Is default.
it has a lower access visibility.
Lower
change.
access specifier.
Yeah. So lower access modifier will not be accepted. Okay. If I make this as default and
Auto
this as public, then it will work.
Okay.
But because this accessibility is more, so they can override this method. Okay. What is our main aim? To override this method.
Mhm.
Correct? So in this point, it is allowing. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Ravi, so the child class method, if it is public, and the parent class can be either default or protected, then it will work, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. If it
How
is,
about it's private? It is
Private is
private.
only within class. No?
Within class.
Yeah. So that private
Will not.
also work.
Private,
Why?
we can't do it.
Private also it will work. Why? Because we are just overriding that method. We are not accessing. Here, if you write private method and write suppose string, it will not call you. Okay, means like we cannot call by a dot c show. We cannot call this string method. You see, there is no string method we can call, but private method we can override, I think. I don't know, but it is not.
Private is only
Can you
within
run this,
class.
Chavi? Can you run this?
Yeah, but it will call the same method only, right? Two only. But whether this is overriding or not, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It will not override because arguments are different, right?
Yeah. Now, if I give the same argument, then also it is overriding. It is not showing any,
Chavi.
because it has less accessibility, right? So that's why. Anyone was saying anything? Access modifier for an overriding method can allow more but not less access. Okay, more or equal but not less access than overriding method. For example, if a protected instance method in
Parent class. Hello.
Hello.
Deepa, Divya?
Yeah, we are there. I
There.
think Chavi got
Okay.
disconnected.
Chavi got disconnected. Okay.
I did not understand how private can be called.
Yeah, that's what she even confused, right? Is it overriding or not? We have to check.
We cannot see, right?
Right.
What
Yeah.
Yeah, and even at the start of the class, she said, right, even though we are extending parent class, we cannot access private methods. That's what she
Yeah.
said.
Private is totally
private is totally only within the class right
within
now.
the class.
We can't even extend it, right?
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, initially.
Let's message her and then.
Yeah, no, thanks for calling. Actually, I have an issue with the internet, so I didn't attend the class.
Oh, okay.
But still it's recording.
Have anybody messaged her or?
I think
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
did.
sure she will join back. It's almost class ending time.
I messaged her. Let's see. I think she didn't check my message yet.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Chavi.
Yes, Chavi.
Sorry, I got disconnected.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll share my screen again. So where were we? Where were we actually? We were discussing about, yeah. So we were discussing about if we are, this is private and this is public, then it is not allowed. But if this is private and the child, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes.
Chavi.
Either it is private or public, it will be accessed. Okay.
But when you call that private class, will we get an error? All the private method.
Yeah, it is not allow you, right? If you create a method also, if you create a object also, it will not allow you to access that. Okay. See, if you create a object
The
of
creation
this,
will not happen.
no, it will not allow
Since
you
it's,
because it's a private
since it's a
class.
private.
Yeah, see, there is no show method. Why? Because it's a private, but it will allow you to override.
Override. Oh, got it.
Only override is possible, but you cannot call any private method to different class. This private method is only for that particular class. Okay. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
We'll just stop here. Stop the recording.
Chavi.
Okay, someone can stop the recording because I am not the host now. Who is the host? Because I disconnected.
Nobody is a host.
Whoever is joined first, I will.
Vijaya host.
Vijaya, you joined first, yeah?
She's not there now.
Okay.
After Vijaya, who joined?
Oh, nobody.
No, Vijay is the host now. It is showing like that.
Showing?
Yeah,
So,
host.
Vijaya, are you there?
Yeah, I can do.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can do.
Divya,
You
okay,
can
I
stop.
thought Vijaya. Okay.
But I cannot, I'm not able to, yeah. It's,
Stop recording.
Just stop recording.
yeah, I'm clicking on the stop recording only. It's not working.
Oh, it's not working.
Yeah.
You leave the.
Can you make me host at least? That you can do. No?
Leave the
You
account.
can make.
Can I leave now or yeah?
Yes.
No, no.
Vijaya, leave.
no. Okay, you can leave. Anyway, we are just finishing the class now because it's already 10. No? I mean.